Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 2 on Project Elenor. Alright, so this is another 4-bedroom house that we are putting up for our client, beautifully designed by our renowned architect Jonathan Tete. This location is called Asoko. Alright, Asoko. So beautiful 4-bedroom hall, dining, kitchen, laundry room, utility room, a beautiful swimming pool that will be done in the near future once we are done completing the main house. Look at the design. Look at the overlappings. This is unique. You understand? So watch out whilst we put up this beautiful house. Okay, and it will be coming your way from Asoko, ready to give you something different. So I believe that getting the right architect is the good deal. Okay, get the right architect for the right job. All right, if you want to build in Ghana, first you need to get a land, and to get a land in Ghana you have to make sure you get the right people. And so Select Estate is the right people for you, where you get your land in peace of mind. You don't have any issue, litigation free, no chieftaincy dispute. Okay, everything looks awesome here. It is affordable, where else other places, one plot of land costs so much. A plot of land elsewhere will buy you 2 plots at Select Estate. You understand? So why would you waste your money buying just 1 plot elsewhere when you can get 2 plots with that same amount of money? You understand? So if you need 4 plots, you can afford 4 plots where you build your house and get a garden for your vegetables, your chicken poop, and all of that. You can do it. Contact Select Estate for that purpose. All right, so our lovely couples are home. They're here to see what we are going to do. So they are here. Yes, thumbs up for them, for giving us the opportunity. They met with my brother, who is a project coordinator, and then my sister, Mother Bridget. They were all at the site. Okay, so here the borehole drilling had taken place. They're going to do a borehole drilling. I'll be sharing that video with you. So that's Mr. Molly. He's the one in charge of the project, and that is our beautiful couples who have arrived to meet up with them. And to your extreme left, that's my big sister. I come after her. So that's Bridget, and then me, Bright, and then my brother Molly. He comes after me. Okay, so that is a beautiful family you're seeing right over there. So we got Bridget, Bright, and Wisdom. My brother's name is Wisdom. Usually we call him Mauli because that's his local name. Okay, and my sister is called Emefa. So those of you don't know, beautiful woman. Okay, and for me, Bright, my local name, I don't know if you can guess. So we have Emefa Mauli. So let me know if you can guess my local name. Okay, so they're having a chit chat whilst Mr. Dade and team are right on the plot to do what we call the profiling. You understand? They're going to do what we call the profiling. So after the profiling, digging will take place. And so it is very, very important that whoever is building the house is able to put up all these parameters so that there is no mistake. You understand? There is no mistake. The house should not be crooked. The house should be linear. Okay, the depth of the foundation is important. The position of the house, because most often than not, this client, they have 4 plots, and in this 4 plot they want to position a strategic position for the house so that the remaining plot can be used for future prospect. So positioning of the house is also crucial. A lot of people just go and dump the house anywhere, and later in the future they go like, oh, I wish I had positioned the house here and then I can have this. Everything should be thought through, carefully planned before execution. And so that's exactly what I do. I bring all these things on board because you see, a lot of people don't pay for that. If you need a qualified person to do your borehole drilling, please contact my cousin, Mr. Jonathan Amoa, for that purpose. Okay? Yes, Mr. Jonathan Amoa will get your borehole done, borehole drilling, reverse osmosis, where if you notice there is something in the water that needs to be treated, reverse osmosis, sales of pump, and water consultation. So as you can see, they're getting the square of the land. The square. This is very, very important. It has to be 90 degrees. Once you achieve the 90 degrees, they can do the plotting, okay, by getting the profiling done. It is important. This is part of the architectural design. Are you with me? This is part of the architectural design. It is important that whoever is going to build your dream home understands these parameters and is able to execute them accordingly. You understand? If they fail to do that, your house is going to be crooked. Your house is not going to be linear. It's going to be crooked. Are you with me? Yes. And so avoid all of these things and ensure that you are getting the right people to do the right job for you. Okay, it is very, very important. So that's Mr. Dade and team getting things done. Okay, yes. From here, I believe that it will take them like a whole day to do the plotting, and then after the plotting, they'll have to do the markings on the ground. Okay, and then after the markings on the ground, the guys will now come over and start the digging. So down there is where we get the borehole done. So I'll be sharing with you details of the borehole drilling. Okay, so it is important that the architect that designed your house really understands the work properly. Every design comes with all the details, so you don't have to go and look elsewhere. Okay, details for the mason is within the drawing. Details for the carpentry works is within the drawing. Details for the steel works is within the drawing. Details for plumbing works is within the drawing, and details for electricals is within the drawing. So you don't have to look elsewhere. Every information, provided you're working with a qualified architect, every detail is in the drawing. Some At the end of the day, it gives you how to calculate for the iron rods. It is within the drawing. Okay, yes, all those information, the thickness of the beam, the size of the columns, everything is within the drawing. The depth of the foundation, how deep must you go, meaning that the architect has done a survey on the land. He knows that this area is slopy, is in the valley, and for that matter, we need a certain depth of the foundation so that we don't have any cracks in the foundation in the future, or perhaps when it rains we don't have water gushing into our house, because if you don't know, you're going to build the house so low, and then when it rains you're going to have water coming into your house. All these need to be considered. You understand? And now that they have done everything, do the numbering by transferring whatever is on the paper onto the land. The demarcation is taking place. As you can see, they use POP cement to do this proper demarcation, so you can see. And so the team will now begin to do the digging, and they have to dig according to the gradients or the grade lines. And the grade lines have been demarcated onto the board with alphabet on Roman numerals. You understand? We have A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything is representing a grade line. Every number is representing a grade line. You understand? They use the numbers from gradient of X and Y. Are you with me? It's just the normal work we do at home, gradient of X and Y. So that is what that has been done here. Okay, so they will take the time and do the digging. The depth of this foundation is actually 3 feet 6 inches. 3 feet for the block work and 6 inches for the column. So we have a total of 3 feet 6 inches. It's just 4 inches away from 4 feet. Understand? Yes, just 4 inches away from 4 feet. So it has to be deep because this is a story building. Okay, and in that 3 feet we're going to do foundation concrete, so it's going to take some amount of inches away. Are you with me? Yeah, there's going to be blinding, there's going to be DPM laid. Okay, and then we lay the block work, so probably you have about 3 blocks hidden in the ground, and then surface up with about 8 blocks on the surface, or sometimes 7 blocks on the surface. Are you with me? And then the filling will take place. So this is how it is done. In this way you get to see that this is the hall, this is the bedroom, this is the washroom. You get to see the patterns. Okay, so these patterns are exactly the same on the drawing. We're just transferring it onto the ground, and so they can do the digging. You understand? So it is very, very crucial that you take note whenever you are building. So from here, what else are we going to do? We're going to give ourselves some time. The guys might take 2 weeks to dig, others take 3 weeks, depending on how hard or soft the land is. Are you with me? So if it's going to take them 2 weeks, then we have to do other things while we allow them to do the digging. There's an inspection from time to time to see if the digging they're doing is in the right direction. Are you with me? So they're being monitored so that they do the right digging. I understand. And once that is done, we'll be mobilizing the materials, the blocks, the sand, the stones. We're going to be getting all those materials to the site and make it ready for the next phase. Okay, we're making it ready for the next phase. And so that is the right thing to do. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to be working on the borehole. Like I said, we need a borehole, you need a generator, you need a poly tank. And once you do that, you need to buy petrol. At every time of the project, you need to get a petrol or a diesel to run the generator. So you will need that. Once you have your own water at site, believe you me, you have solved one of the biggest problems in Ghana, because we have issues with water. Some houses, waters have not flowed in their tap for years. So having your own borehole is a great deal. In my case, I don't have any issue with Ghana water. I remember paying money to get Ghana water into my house. It came once and never came again. So I disconnected it. I told them, hey, disconnect everything. I don't want anything. Disconnect it. Okay? I don't want to have any water from any Ghana water people. But before you know, they're bringing you a bill to pay. Even though you've not gotten any water, they'll bring you a bill to pay. So I disconnected it and I depend on my borehole, and we have water 24/7. You understand? We have water 24/7. It is very, very important. Okay. So, lovely people. My name is Mr. Bright Antonio. I am the CEO of BNC Constructions. My number is on the screen, 534-156696. If you're trying to call me, it will not come through because I'm not in Ghana at the moment. Okay, I live here in Dubai. I work in Dubai with my family. And so just WhatsApp me. We can do a video call and I'll get to see each other. And then I believe that we can take it from there. Once in Ghana, I can make a phone call with the same number. Okay, if you want my foreign number, I can share that with you. If you want to reach me on my foreign number, that is not bad at all. Okay, so I'll be coming your way with the next episode so that we get to see how far they've done with the digging and the necessary works that were done from hereafter. If you need our services, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be there to help you. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. I'm out.